So heading into 2023, I think there's a big opportunity for Matt Lafleur to prove that he's one of the top tier coaches in the NFL, because I think in his years with Aaron Rodgers, he's been questioned, I guess, not by lots of people, but by some people, that he's been carried by Aaron Rodgers, that the reason the Packers had as much success as they did in Matt LaFleur's 4 seasons in Green Bay was because of Aaron Rodgers. And so now with Rodgers no longer in Green Bay and having a new team here with Jordan Love, with a young group of players, Matt LaFleur has that ability to prove that it wasn't all because of Aaron Rodgers that the Packers were successful in their first few seasons under Matt LaFleur. Because I think when you look at Matt LaFleur, in his first 4 seasons, he has the 4th highest winning percentage of all coaches in NFL history. So even if he did have one of the better quarterbacks, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, there's no doubt that I think you have to be a good coach to be able to still have one of the best all-time winning percentages in your first 4 seasons. And so heading into 2023, looking at the team the Packers do have, if Matt LaFleur can take this team that's very inexperienced, that's very young, that has a new quarterback in Jordan Love, if he can take this team and bring it all together and lead the Packers to success over the next couple of seasons, I think that he'll gain even more respect among the NFL, because it's not that, tons of people don't think he's a good coach. I think there are obviously people out there who have every different kind of opinion. I think he's a great coach, but he does have a lot more to deal with this next season. There's a lot more uncertainty here. And so if he can really take this unit and make them great, it's going to prove just how good of a coach Matt LaFleur is. So hopefully that's something we'll see in the next couple of seasons. And I had this when I was answering some questions in my Packers newsletter earlier this morning, and someone had asked about which awards could any Packers player win when it comes to NFL honor awards in 2023. And as I was looking through the different awards, the thing that did stick out to me, which sort of made me think about this, was Coach of the Year. Because I think if you look at people who have won Coach of the Year over the years, it's been coaches who come into a team that maybe there's a lot of uncertainty and they're able to really get the most out of that team and maybe have a better season than most people were expecting. And so I think when you look at the Packers, the fact that I'd say a majority of people are somewhat down on the Packers, considering they lost Aaron Rodgers, considering Jordan Love has never come into a season as the starter of a team, there is so much uncertainty. So especially in his first season, if Matt LaFleur can come in here and really lead this team to be much better than the masses expect, I think that he could be in the running for Coach of the Year. It could be tough because there's always those random teams that come in with maybe low expectations overall among the NFL fan base, and then they sort of surpass those expectations. There's always coaches who do that, but I do think that Matt LaFleur has a chance this year if he can bring everything together, if he can lead this team and I guess really get Jordan Love to operate in a way that leads to this offense being successful. There's a chance he could be Coach of the Year. Obviously, everything needs to go well. It's not all on Matt LaFleur, because there are obviously good coaches in the NFL who don't have good quarterbacks, and it's tough to have a good team if your quarterback's not playing at an elite level. And so at the end of the day, it does come down to the talent of your players. It comes down to the talent of your coach. And for your team to be good, those things need to line up. You can't have a great coach and a terrible team and still have a very, very high-performing team. I think there are lots of coaches who can come in and take maybe mid-tier teams and make them great because of the way they coach, because of the way they lead the team. And so I'm hopeful that Matt LaFleur can do that. I think that he's shown over the years that he's able to handle things here in Green Bay. And as I said, he's one of the most winningest coaches in NFL history so far in his young, head coaching career, with the 4th highest win percentage in the NFL. So I'm not worried. I don't think that Matt LaFleur is going to disappoint. I do think he's going to be able to get a lot out of this team. And so it just comes down to it all coming together. So we'll see what happens this season, but I just wanted to share my quick thoughts on that. If you haven't subscribed and you want to stay up to date with all things Packers, feel free to subscribe down below. But that's all I have for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.